But what I'm going to do here with Nadia, slide over to the side for me here, just don't fall off. Okay. I'm going to take her to the extremes of the two positions. Okay. In a case like this, I think that you've got the lower extremity, much longer limb, much heavier limb, and you're probably going to find it to be to your advantage to really kind of use your body mechanics and do as little work as possible here. Okay. The simple way that I would look at this, again, we started out, we did a flexion A deduction for starters up here in the upper extremity. What I'm just going to do here, I'm going to go into extension A abduction. So here I am at the opposite extreme here, okay, because I'm going to start where it's simple. And what you're going to find here with Nadia, I'm going to have you point your toes and immediately rotate. Okay, now take a look at that. If you can kind of see. No, just relax. Now take a look at this right here. Remember this, okay, I'm extended, right? Abducted, immediately rotated. What does that do to my hip?
Closed pack position.
Very good, closed pack position, okay? Take a look at what happens here at her knee. She is in what? Extension. She is closed packed as well. The only thing it doesn't really follow is the ankle. Okay, she's in plantar flexion. Okay, a loose pack position, ankle mortise. So if you're having trouble with just the beginnings of this, you're going to be looking at closed packed in those two, positions. So what's going to happen then is I'm going to have Nadia work at drawing an X from here to here, right? Because this is extension abduction. What's the opposite end? Flexion A deduction. How would you go through that? If I'm out here in this position here, okay, I have to have what type of rotation coming up now? Lateral rotation. And what are you starting to see? What kind of look does this look like here? What muscles really play a big role? Sartorius and the hip flexors adductors. Okay, all those guys bring the leg across like this. And you'll notice my knee flexes and then my toes or my ankle goes up into dorsiflexion. So what I'm going to basically do here is I'm going to go ahead and just kind of rest on back and kind of go for a ride. So if I say now here we go, okay? And if you need to stabilize the hands, that's fine as well. But what I'll do here is I'm going to be in a position like this. And I'm going to say, okay, in this position here, I can go ahead and say, okay, Nadia, what I want you to do is bring this foot up from here on up into here, right? So here, right? On up to here. And what do? Well, let's see. She's going to flex and A deduct. So where do you think this hand should be placed? Matt, tell me where. Right here. Distal end of the femur, okay? Medial side, okay, like this. Because I can resist what? Flexion, A deduction, okay? This guy here, okay, where am I going to put him? Down in this position here, across the dorsum of the foot. Because then when Nadia comes up, she's going to want to do what? Dorsiflex, but she want to pull like this toe on up to her shoulder if she can, right? But as she does that, what do I have? A position here and a position here. What can I do to her? She wants to go into what at the hip? Lateral rotation, but I can pull her into medial, okay? She wants to go into flexion, but because I can pull her down like this, I can pull her into extension. She wants to go into A deduction. I still have that ability to pull her into this position. She wants to go into knee flexion. This is the hardest part. You want to take her into extension. And the simple way to do that is I'm pushing down here at the knee. Oh, she's coming up. Go ahead and pull up from here. I'm going to try to give her some resistance here. You'll get the feel of it when you kind of give it a rest. But you'll get the feel of it once you know what she wants to do. From this position here, closed pack hip knee, on up here to loose pack hip knee. Okay? The only thing is the ankle doesn't follow with that.
It looks like the ankle. Are you more worried about dorsiflexion or inversion like that?
When they do the dorsiflexion, they will invert with that as well. Okay, so you're actually seeing dorsiflexion and supination of the foot. Okay, raising of the arch. But that's going to be the what pattern? D what for the lower extremity? D1. All right, you can do that. And coming back down, what do you think happens? Okay, Nadia comes up. Come on up. Okay, like this. Now what do I have to do? Right here. And then what? Here. And what do I do in this case? I go, okay, ready to go now? Here we go. And I do a quick stretch like this. Go, push up, come on, show me what you got. Come on, push it. Evert, come on, those everts.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Evert that foot. Okay. See, we'll work on the everters. Okay, the perineals, not so hard. So, something to work on there, okay? Ever sprain your ankles? I'm just joking. Okay. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead here. I don't have to worry about making a ham sandwich or, you know, a foot sandwich or anything like that. Okay. You're actually going to have to break contact with the people. I typically think that the best way to remember it, though, is once I go ahead and have my patient come up like this, I'll come all the way up. I'm up here. Then I can just go ahead and replace my hand distally and then proximally. And then come on back down. Okay. I'm in that diagonal and I'm giving the resistance. So I'm just doing one hand at a time to replace them, but it's not the hand sandwich kind of stuff we did up above. Okay, any questions on this guy? This being D1 lower extremity. We all right with that? Okay, let's go ahead and give that a shot real quick. And any questions, problems?